Hello, hello, everyone. I am here right now at the June Vibrant Entrepreneurs Gathering, and we have a special guest with us. Anna Pereira from the Wellness Universe is here with us. Yay. And she's going to share something with us, and we're going to find out more about what that is right now. So, before we do that, I just want to say I've known Anna for somewhere between 8 and 10 years, met on Facebook, and we were part of a really cool Facebook group, and we've been sort of we were Facebook friends for a long time. And then we had a few conversations a few years ago, and every single time I get a chance to chat with Anna, I am uplifted. I feel inspired. I love Anna's energy and her presence, and I'm a admirer of her work with the Wellness Universe. So, Anna, what do you have to tell us today?
Oh, Catherine, I don't know what I could talk about anything, honestly, but I want to share with you an experience that just happened to me over last Wednesday. So I was just telling Lilia that I had just driven up through Maryland on my way home from the Outer Banks. I was in Outer Banks, but and you love to mention my, so I had to take him to.
You just froze for a second. I know
uh,
what she said though. She that I love to mention her really cute, really nice husband. So that's what she just said, even though she froze out. Okay, all right. So keep going. I'll fill it in if I need to. I'll make it up.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm freezing up, guys. I already restarted my computer. I don't know what my problem is. Um, so I was at a this place called Bob's Grill in oh God, what is it? It's in the Outer Banks, and I can't remember the name of the. It's right outside of oh God, I can't remember the specific area. But anyway, it was so funny because it attracted us because it says "Eat and get the hell out." So that of course got me because I laugh and I thought it was hilarious. So we went to this place for breakfast because I was dropping Hugo off out in this area because he had to take a flight out of the Outer Banks, out of Virginia to go to San Paulo. So he had to leave our vacation a little early. But I'm giving you all this information because it was such a great experience because in this little, off the beaten path type of restaurant, we go in and first of all they use humor. As soon as you get to the door, it says, "Don't hold the door open." Um, so funny. So then we get in, and the waitress was so amazing. She starts giving us the history. She's like, have y'all ever been to Bob's Grill? And we're like, no, we haven't. So she's like, let me tell a little bit about Bob's Grill. So she tells us about who the current manager is, the owner, their story as the waitress, not just like what the special. Plus, she made us laugh, roll on the ground. She was like complete comedic. Was
Wow.
Oh my gosh, she was great. And I just thought how amazing it was for her to really share the story of the business as an employee, owning it like she was so
Yeah.
proud to share it, right?
Yeah.
And she was giving us the whole overview of everything, in addition to like, and we got mimosas and mimosas. The mimosa has an extra shot, and she's like, she's giving us the whole, rundown of the food too. But let me tell you, if I had an employee like that, I would never let her go. And she was so great at what she does. I
Yeah.
would love to see us all as owners be able to be an advocate for our business in this carefree way and be able to tell our stories in this way that gets across to the people that we're speaking to and be memorable. Like she was so amazing. I went out to my car and I got her a book and I signed her name. I'm like, to Claudine, thanks for the laughs, love Anna. And I gave her a book. And she was just like so like, oh my God, you just made my day. I said, you're gonna be remembered and I want you to remember me now. So I gave her I gave her a book, but
Wow.
she was just so fantastic, and I found it so inspiring. As an employee of a business, we should
Yeah.
be that way for our businesses.
I agree.
Yeah, yeah. Wouldn't it be great if could advocate for our businesses in such a way that we were memorable? Okay, well, so what do you want to tell us about your business? And shall we grade her, y'all, and let her know how memorable she is? No, I'm only kidding, Anna.
So, Catherine, what was the question there? You got cut out on my side too.
Oh, okay. So my question is, do you want to tell us anything about your business and what, shall we see how memorable you are?
Okay, well, I hope to be memorable. Yes. So, yes, you wanted to grade me on how memorable I am?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a joke.
Now, yeah, now you're putting me on the spot. I hope that I'm memorable in a good way, in a good way. Like Claudine was.
There you go. Yeah. So what do you want to tell us? Do you have a story that you want to tell us about the wellness universe or something else? Or do you want to just keep inspiring us to speak in a way that we are more memorable?
Uh, this is really cutting out on me, Kathryn, but I would like to know already if this makes sense to anybody and if you already got your juices flowing for a short little way to introduce yourself or a short little story you could bring into a conversation. If you want to, I don't know how you run these, Kathryn, if you want somebody to unmute or just put it into the chat. Um,
Okay,
but
we
it
got a
can,
yes. We got a yes. Awesome so far, from Jacqueline. Yes. Yes. Anybody else feeling inspired, y'all? Put it in the chat. Or have a story coming up that you're wanting to share to advocate for your business that you want to
Yeah,
speak
because
about.
I think we just get so wrapped up sometimes, Kathryn. It's like, oh, what am I going to deliver? What's my elevator pitch? Or how am I going to get to my ideal client? But really, you attract that by being you. And that's what you were talking about actually at the beginning, which made me say, oh my God, I got to talk about Claudine and the experience that she gave me at this restaurant. I actually, on my way out, brought my family back on Saturday morning. Now, she happened to not be my waitress. The other waitress, a little bit of a letdown. Um, but I actually brought my family back on our way out of the Outer Banks to stop at that restaurant because number one, they did have good food, but I had to have them meet Claudine.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. So I love it. And yes, there's some more people who are commenting that it's inspiring because I know I'm sitting here thinking, all right, how could I be such a positive advocate for my business? That's really what the question is that Claudine was for this other business. So yeah. All right. Well, what did it make you think about for your business?
I thought about is, how can I make the other person standing in front of me feel special by encountering me? And these are the type of things that I would, I always try to lead with, as you know me, Kathryn, I'm always really, really authentic in being, um, you know, pointing out the great things about somebody else in front of me and seeing where I can support them. But it really is like taking out that you meet somebody new, for example, and like how do you introduce yourself or how do you get involved in the conversation? Or how do you engage somebody? And instead of always thinking about your pitch or like, how can you sell yourself or whatever, like she sold me on everything before I even was looking at the menu, you know what I mean? Because I just loved being there with her, I
Right.
loved being there. So that's like, for me, that's what I'm thinking about now. I'm like, how do you feel like that if I'm not, already doing so?
Ah,
You're welcome, Jacqueline.
cool, cool, cool. Well, okay. Well, so I love all this, but I also want folks to know about what you do. So tell us about whatever you want to tell us about the wellness universe. Would you like to tell us anything about the wellness universe or something else?
Okay, well, all right. Well, you know what? Actually, a little bit about the wellness universe because you're probably wondering what that is. If you don't know already, Kathryn has been a member for a long time, and we are a community of people who are making the world a better place. Essentially, we say, happily to peace globally. And we are the community that helps to make that happen. And what I personally do is I'm the founder of it, and we create different types of opportunities, events online, in person, content based opportunities, as well as like event based opportunities, spreading your message on social media, things like that. And that's what we do at the Wellness Universe, and it's a very much a peer to support place where you can meet up with other people who are business owners and they get it, and you can go off and have conversation with them or come to our networking type of conversations and get that help, but also the exposure. That's what the Wellness Universe is. And Actually, Kathryn, you're gonna be armed with some information in the coming weeks to share with your community and everyone. Be doing an onboarding to the membership because we're going to be changing a few things and making it a lot easier and some added opportunities. So I'll be sharing that information with you, and then Kathryn will have her exclusive link to share with y'all for a meeting that we're going to be doing towards the end of the month if you really want to learn more. But thank you, Jacqueline, and everybody. So I wanted to say that thewellnessuniverse.com is the site, and then from there you can see like the blog, the learning platform where you can have courses and stuff all included. But I would say to wait to get to Kathryn's before you make any decisions on whether you want to join or not, because we're going to have a live meeting. So Kathryn, you're going to get
That's
that
cool.
information soon, by the way.
Okay.
We're getting it all together right now.
Oh, very exciting because I have been a member for a while and there's only been a few live meetings and so this is I love it when people evolve, when businesses evolve, and it sounds like that's what's happening, and that's very, very exciting. Well, okay, so here's what I want to do, y'all. I'm gonna stop the recording. So thanks to everyone who watched the replay of this, and we're gonna get a little Q&A. So if you didn't come to this live Vibrant Entrepreneurs Gathering, be sure to come next time. We meet on the second Monday of the month, 4 to 5:30 Eastern, 1 to 2:30 Pacific. All right, so I'll see y'all there.